Elephants are amazing creatures. They're smart, friendly, and have amazing memories. They're not violent animals, but if they become upset for one reason or another, you better get out of the way. Have you ever seen an elephant cuddle? What about one eating a watermelon? If you want to see elephants doing unusual things, stick around as we count down 15 unbelievable elephant attacks and interactions caught on camera. Number 15. A man calls an elephant. If you think your dog is smart when you call for him because he comes running to you without hesitation, watch this man call out these elephants and see him galloping towards him at a full speed. It's all good as long as they don't decide to hug the man because he will still be crushed like a tomato. These elephants are like his dogs, and whenever he calls them, they respond and immediately come running to him. That's quite a crew of bodyguards he's picked out for himself. One of the elephants even kisses him with its trunk. How cute is that? Who said elephants don't like to be in the spotlight? Watch this elephant approach the mic so we could be interviewed. In our next video, this massive elephant with huge tusks seems to be telling its owner he wants to go somewhere. The owner gives the elephant a few friendly taps on the body and walks in the direction of the elephant pointed to. Finally, the relationship between this man and his elephant are amazing. They play hide and seek, and the elephant follows the man everywhere he goes. Even when the man climbs a tree, the elephant tries to climb the tree to be with him. If that's not true friendship, I don't know what is. Number 14. Elephant versus humans. In Africa, humans and elephants co-evolved from earlier species. Humans have always coexisted with these incredible creatures, and we have a lot in common with them. The young of both elephants and humans require a lot of time to mature. Both have extensive social networks and both like playing games. Check out these young men tease this elephant by sneaking up on it and slapping it at the butt. I mean, if there's one butt you can't miss, it's an elephant's. The elephant acts like a teenager, upset, and turns around to see who slapped its butt. When the elephant has had enough, it even kicks out its hind legs and turns around to chase the man who scrams out of there. In our next clip, this elephant wants a snack and asks the shop owner for something. When he refuses, the elephant removes parts of the roof of the shop and the man tries fending off the elephant with a long stick. The elephant walks away, but not before causing a lot of damage. Finally, this elephant is taunted by these young men, and they sort of move away from the elephant, probably because they sense it's going to do something crazy. The kids are pulling on some type of rope and yelling at the elephant when the elephant picks up a bunch of branches with its trunk and throws the branches at the kids, who avoid being hit by reacting quickly. Number 13. Elephants taking a bath. Occasionally, elephants enjoy taking a shower, and what better place to wash up than a nearby lake? You know this elephant is washing itself because of the way it's throwing water on its back. Either that or it's really hot and it's trying to refresh itself. The best part is the kid standing on the elephant is getting showered as well. Our next clip shows an elephant taking a bath this time, just laying in the water, cooling down. This next elephant is being hosed down by its owner, while its baby calf is having a blast in the tub. This little one is so sweet. The baby drags itself to the mud and the owner has to wash them all over again. Our next video has a calf dive into a bathtub. It just loves the water. It's incredible how funny these elephants are. We're so used to dogs and cats that we forget how much fun other animals can be. This little guy is hilarious. He keeps jumping in and out of the pool and just loves the water. Finally, this tiny 2-week-old elephant is happy cooling off in the lake during an extremely hot day in Kenya. Number 12. Elephant attack truck. Sometimes, elephants become upset and decide to charge at something or someone. When that happens, it's time to get out of the way. In our first clip, this elephant is in the middle of the street directing traffic when a truck tries to get by. The elephant stands in its way because it wants to check the driver's ID. Once that's done, the elephant lets the truck go by but chases it immediately afterward before abandoning the chase. In our next clip, this elephant walks to the passenger's side of his truck and asks for ID. When the passenger refuses to show his ID, the elephant pushes into the truck with its trunk, but the truck takes off immediately. The elephant runs into the bush to hide. I guess it recognized it was the ex-girlfriend in the truck and didn't want her to see it. This next elephant places his trunk inside a bus to steal some bananas. The bus driver gives the elephant a banana, so it walks away from the bus nicely. During a trip to Uganda, an elephant blocked the entrance to the Murchison Falls National Park. The elephant frightened many people in their automobiles and motorcycles, and the travelers could see all the action from their truck. After a while, another truck appeared and the brawl began. The drivers, who are most likely national park employees with extensive understanding of these animals, mimicked the elephant's behavior and ramming tactics. In our next clip, an elephant assaults 2 vehicles, causing damage to the vehicles but not hurting any humans. The elephant approached a bus and banged the windshield, posing a serious threat to the safety of the driver, who was the only one on board. A truck parked alongside the bus was also targeted. Fortunately, no one was inside. This elephant decides to cross the train tracks when the train is fast approaching. Then it feels like just standing on the tracks. And if that's not enough, it decides to take a stroll on the tracks. Finally, in our last clip, these two massive elephants are part of the highway patrol, and you can see how they verify the vehicles that go by. If everything is good, they let the vehicles move forward. If not, I guess it's crush time. Number 11. Elephants with small baby. The relationship between an elephant mom and a calf is similar to humans. Watch this calf trying to persuade its mom to play with it. The mom is crashed on the ground and the calf continuously rubs against her to play, but she just feels like relaxing. The calf even climbs on top of her and falls onto the side, but the mother doesn't change her mind. She's too tired and doesn't feel like playing. This tiny calf follows its mom onto this road. When the mom sees people, she places her trunk over the calf to protect it. The calf must be really young. They both walk away into the bush. A juvenile elephant calf charges this vehicle in our next video, only to rapidly realize it isn't such a smart idea after all. The elephant is not only adorable, but also manages a small jump, which is no easy feat for an elephant. The next clip is the cutest. Watch how this baby elephant sneezes and scares itself in the process, quickly hurrying back to its mom. In this next video, a bad-tempered elephant hits this calf with its trunk before the calf's mother comes to the rescue. The grouchy male must be the jealous and drunk uncle who tried to take advantage of the baby when he thought no one was looking. This recently born baby elephant is fighting to get up on its feet. There appears to be a great deal of uncertainty, with most of the elephant's presence, both male and female, all attempting to assist. When the calf finally gets up, it immediately begins to suckle. The herd then proceeds towards the jungle, with the baby struggling to keep up. Finally, these two baby elephants enjoy a day at the park, playing around with each other and running all over the place. They're just too adorable. Number 10. Elephants versus car. Most adult elephants weigh up to 7 tons. That's 14,000 pounds. So when an elephant decides to push your car, you're going to feel it. Check out this elephant push the entire roof on the back of this pickup truck like it was moving a paper box. The roof falls to the floor, and I guess the driver just leaves it there. Elephants will chase cars sometimes if they're upset or annoyed or feel threatened. Our next video displays a herd of elephants crossing the street. At first, it looks like they're about to push the car off the road, but they just wanted to cross the street. The next elephant is angry and chases these men, and ends up pushing the little blue car and practically destroys it. You can see all the damage on the car. You can see how cars are like toys for these elephants. They're so strong that moving a car for them is like a child playing with his Taka trunk. Finally, this elephant, in a burst of anger, topples this car over like it was a Hot Wheels car. Number 9. Elephant likes to eat watermelon. I'm not an expert on what elephants like to eat, but what if I told you they enjoy eating watermelon? Would you believe me? Well, if you don't, just check out this elephant gobble up this watermelon. It pushes the watermelon into its mouth with its trunk and tries to chew it, but the watermelon keeps coming back out, so it continues to push it with its trunk until it's deep in its mouth. In our next clip, the elephant eats fruit like it's going out of style. First, it's the bananas, then the watermelon, which it crushes so much so that the water is extracted from the watermelon. It searches the ground with its trunk and grabs whatever fruit is there and just enjoys all of them. This next elephant's name is Rang Bay, and he likes melons as well. What's practical is that you don't even have to peel the fruit or cut it in half for them. It's swallowed in one piece. Finally, this elephant approaches a fruit stand in the middle of town for some fruit. It's a great way to get rid of rotten or damaged fruit because the elephant is not picky at all, as you can see in this video. It's such an attention grabber that everyone in town stops to see what the elephant is doing. The fruit stand operator should charge a fee for the show. Number 8. Tail step climbing. A mahout is an elephant rider, and in countries like India, mahouts perform many different rituals using their elephants. In this first clip, these mahouts are getting to climb on their elephants using the tail of the elephants. You can see them climb on the back of the elephants and positioning their feet on the elephant's tail. Prior to the mahout placing his foot on the elephant's tail, the elephant puts out its legs so the mahout can use it to elevate himself onto the tail. Hence, the elephant knows exactly what's going on and contributes to helping the mahout climb aboard. What boggles my mind is how helpful the elephant is in this video before it gets to eat bananas. All this is fine and dandy, but I have a problem seeing the elephants chained. I would really be curious to know why they do this. Maybe someone can let us know in the comments. Thanks. Number 7. Elephants at the hotel. Elephants like to take a vacation occasionally, as you can see this massive elephant walk through this hotel lobby. Oh, wait a minute, this is a family vacation, and the entire family is going out for a stroll. I hope this hotel has big enough rooms to accommodate this large family. In our next video, this elephant enters the Via's backyard to inquire about room availability. It checks out the premises and wonders why there's no vacancy sign outside if the space is empty. The elephant finally finds the bartender and asks for a cold one, even using its trunk to sniff around. This elephant is looking for its room but can't seem to find it. Where's the hotel staff when you need it? In our next video, an elephant that usually roams around this hotel finally decides to drop in to say hi, but no one was at the desk. You can see the elephant walking through the hotel lobby and exiting afterwards. In this next clip, a wall wasn't going to stop this large guy from getting where he needed to go. Climbing over to enter the courtyard and then again as he exited, he made it look simple. 3 elephants appeared on the front steps of this lodge, first nibbling on a tree near the lobby, where everyone could see them from the safety of the lobby before accompanying guests into their game drive cars. One automobile attracted a lot of attention since the matriarch opted to inspect the passengers before entering the reception area. She went back the way she came in and joined the other 2 who had stayed around the car park, attentively and carefully inspecting the counter for a short while. In our next clip, this elephant seems to come inside this hotel without an invitation, and the man tries to dissuade it from entering. Finally, this elephant crashes a pool party for a drink of water, and the people don't seem to mind. Number 6. Elephant loves to cuddle. If you think your dog or cat like to cuddle, wait until you get a load of this. This baby elephant just loves cuddling with people, and you can see what I mean in this video. The elephant is all over this guy. It looks like it's so much fun. This is an elephant sanctuary where many mistreated elephants are taken, and if they're all sweet like this little guy, then what a great place this must be. I never knew elephants were that much into cuddling. Of course, it's mostly the babies that are this friendly, but if an adult played like the same way with a human, it would crush him in a second. In our next video, a small herd of elephants arrived to drink at the water holes with a calf less than 3 days old. The calf slid and fell into the water hole when the herd was drinking and was unable to get out. The herd members tried unsuccessfully to get the calf out before giving up and walking away. But the mother elephant and 2 other elephants were hesitant and came to a halt around 100 meters away from the water holes. The calf had been trumpeting in pain the entire time. The Salt Lick Lodge staff helped the baby elephant out and set it off to find its parents. But to everyone's surprise, the calf kept coming back to where everyone was and even went so far as to touch some of the tourists with their little trunk before trumpeting in distress again. It was a very loud sound coming from such a small animal. The mother elephant walked away from the calf while all of this was going on. Rangers from the Tata Hills Game Sanctuary were dispatched, and the calf was loaded into their vehicles before being reunited with the rest of the herd, who had all walked a few hundred meters away. It was a happy ending. Finally, in Thailand, a newborn elephant enjoyed giving hugs. When a 2-week-old calf slumped on Ali's lap and began snuggling up next to her, she had caught her off guard. Ali has spent every day with the baby elephant since she was born, but this is the first time the 2 have cuddled. Number 5. Elephant at work. Elephants have been used for a variety of functions. They've been used to pull wagons and push boulders in road construction. Some elephants have been taught to lift their trunks in salute to foreign guests and leaders. This elephant is helping to clear the streets of fallen trees. The elephant knows exactly what it must do with a little help from its mahout. This next elephant is putting a fallen palm tree out of the yard. This is one big tree, but the elephant has no problem dragging it out of the area. Elephants have incredible strength, and they can also pull heavy logs like in this video. In our next clip, an elephant assists in the loading of large pieces of lumber into a truck. This video was taken by someone who had to wait until the work was finished to be able to drive though. What better thing to do than film the event as a souvenir to pass the time? Number 4. The Elephant March. The elephants from Sri Lanka's Panawala Elephant Orphanage are taken down to the river at least once a day, if not twice. They cross the main road and go down to a street to the river to accomplish this. It's pretty remarkable and emotional. Keep an eye out for the elephants with 3 legs. During the Civil War, she had a foot blown off by a landmine. She's adjusted well to walking on 3 legs, as evidenced by the fact that her remaining front limb had developed and curled inwards to aid in her balance. Observing them walk down to the water is a wonderful experience. These elephants are crossing the road, heading towards the river as they continue their march. All traffic stops as the majestic animals march on. Finally, the Elephant March is one of the most prominent exhibitions in the Kotor Elephant Rescue and Rehabilitation Center, which is located approximately 50 kilometers from Kerala's capital city. It takes place every Saturday and Sunday. This march looks quite official if you ask me. The elephants are extremely disciplined and orderly. Number 3. Elephants attacking a safari vehicle. When elephants don't like what they see, they don't hesitate to attack, just like this big guy chasing this safari vehicle. It must be a scary experience when you're sitting in that vehicle. Watch this elephant approach this vehicle. How scary is that? The elephant flanks the car as if it's going to crash into it, but the car speeds out of there before the worst happens. This safari truck is riding along with the guide explaining things to the tourists aboard until it comes to a stop after seeing an elephant cross the road. The driver of the vehicle decides to back up to try to get a better glimpse of the elephants. You can hear the elephant trumpeting, and then it suddenly comes out of the bush and almost rams into the vehicle. But the guide hits the truck and the elephant pulls a U-turn. What an experience that must have been. Some of these elephants are extremely territorial and they don't like when the trucks or cars enter the territory, and that's why they chase the vehicles. In Kenya, Abdullah the elephant was chasing the safari bus. This elephant is rumored to be known for approaching safari vehicles and peering inside, but this is the first time he has chased a truck. It must be a scary experience for the passengers because they have no clue how the outcome of an encounter with an elephant will turn out. Number 2. Elephants playing football. Elephant soccer is a sport in which riders on elephants instruct the elephants to play football or soccer. And if you watch a video of the sport in action, you'll see that the elephants are rather good at it. The games are played on a smaller pitch with a large inflatable ball than a typical soccer ball. Although an elephant can play goalkeeper and do a fantastic job of blocking the goal area, they only use their feet to play the ball. Elephant football is occasionally played in Thailand, Nepal, and India. You can tell in these videos that these elephants are talented soccer players. They know how to kick a ball. This is another sign of how intelligent these creatures are. Watch this elephant even throw the ball with its tusk onto its hind leg to make contact with the ball. This is insane, and I must say, I am impressed. The elephants begin playing soccer at a young age, and this little calf is no different, enjoying some time in the pool with his soccer ball. In this next video, watch this elephant kick on net, and the keeper actually makes the save on the first kick, but the elephant scores on the second one. Finally, as part of Nepal's Elephant Festival, 2 teams of elephants play soccer at the Saraha National Park. Number 1. Elephants being protective. Elephants are very protective of the ones they love. Watch Pha Mai, who has matured so quickly. She's now nearly the same size as her mother, yet she has maintained her lovely and peaceful personality throughout her life, always expressing her concern and regard for others. She spotted her handler out of the corner of her eye while playing in the mud today and came running to hug her with a trunk full of muck. The handler's hair and face were all covered in dirt, so she went down to the river to wash it off. Pha Mai trailed her to see what she was up to. She kept checking on her with her trunk to make sure she was still alive. The more she touched her, the more filth was strewn across her skin. She then shuffled her away from the water, as a mother does with her baby. Her handler often wonders what Pha Mai is thinking when she acts so protective and compassionate as if she were her mother. In our next clip, listen to this lovely lullaby written for a large elephant with a good heart. This lovely giant falls asleep every time Lek sings. Pha Mai is part of the herd. Lek claims that her singing makes Pha Mai feel secure and at ease. They converse, she claims, through love. They hug first, then Pha Mai softly lies down on the ground to slumber. To the music, her ears flap and her trunk curls in. She finally closes her eyes. This clip depicts Derek's friendship with elephant Kam La at Elephant Nature Park, when she believes Derek is in danger and rushes to the river to save him. This demonstrates that when we treat animals with love, they always return the favor. Finally, this calf had fallen into a 15-meter ditch on a tea plantation in India, and its herd had apparently abandoned it after failing to retrieve it. It was raised in a wildlife rehabilitation center where many elephants have been successfully released to the wild. We have seen all sorts of elephants in all sorts of situations, and my favorite has got to be the elephant eating watermelon. That was hilarious. Which one was your favorite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of 15 unbelievable elephant attacks and interactions caught on camera. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.